Welcome back, everyone, to part two of the climactic conclusion to the Drowners arc. Uh, we left off, the lights were now out again, having covered the star with Brennan's body.
Uh,
Mhm.
so I was gonna say I'm gonna bring the lights back up then. So I've been backstage, and I think I'm going to just flip the switch if it's that easy. And if it's not that easy, I'm ready to tinker it.
um, yeah, so it's um, we will see how easy it is depending on how your Tinker Roll comes. How about that?
All right, so I'll just be taking a look there and then.
Yeah, so it'll be risky standard to flip them on.
Alrighty. Um, am I taking a reduced effect from shocked, or am I still just looking?
I don't think that comes into play. Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Okay. It is as easy as flipping a switch. Um, and lights come back on, and people are still standing and marching about and everything. But after a moment, it like people start to settle down, and the people who run the venue are trying to get everyone to calm down and giving you all dirty looks. Um,
They're the ones who can't run proper security at an auction house. They
yes.
they knew we were bringing in a friggin' Void Star. Like, come on. Hire
I'm gonna
some
come out from
security.
backstage, just like I hope nobody got horribly burned while I was busy with that.
um, yeah. So the um, when the lights come back on, Lord Scarlock is very quick to resume his normal, like, upright appearance as though nothing bad happened. Um, and the bidding resumes. A couple of the people from the lab have gone and have not yet come back. And with that, I think, are you doing anything to or about the people who were trying to steal it?
Bidding just resumes.
Well, okay. I asked this question: are you doing anything before the bidding resumes? Let's say, like
I
the
mean,
I,
person who
we
runs
pretty
it,
much
like,
stopped
okay,
this theft from happening.
Um,
Uh,
I think I'll step to the front of the room and I'm gonna check a pistol on my load
okay,
and just uh, I had it tucked, like I had a single pistol like tucked behind my back, and so I just like pull it out and I'm pointing it out the side, and I want to roll a command uh, to look over the nobles and basically treat them like I would a crew of sailors, right?
Mhm.
Even though they all outrank me, and say, ah, this is a serious affair. This is a business. None of that roughhousing. And
uh,
holding my pistol at the side for effect.
okay,
I have
So
this setup flashback idea. Someone
oh
could
yeah,
do
please.
for this, which is that we just like grabbed some people from the bar and hired them as security.
ooh.
So that we have some like friends here. We have more bodies just to sort of add to our ensemble.
I like that.
okay. I think, um, again, rather than pay stress, that makes sense to pay a coin to hire them.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think we have one coin as a group.
Yeah.
Yeah. All
You
right.
just sold. Oh no, right? Then you upgrade tier, right?
Yep.
Yeah. All right. We spend it.
Okay.
All right. So rolling my command position and effect.
Yeah. So I think having more people makes the position only risky,
Got
and
it.
the pistol makes it standard.
Okay. Perfect.
I'd like to assist.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the special ability Storyteller to do it for free.
Mm.
And so we're going to do a free flashback to That time I told you about when I was on the Kenmore's Limerick, and some of the fancy upper class officers were going on strike to try to get even more wages, and how I rallied together a crew of some of the sailors and just sort of used a very casual show of force with them all just out on deck with their guns and harpoons to suggest to them not to do that.
Awesome. I like it. Risky
you-
standard with
Grandpa's a scab? Jesus.
risky standard with a bonus die. Devil's bargain, actually, if you have anything fun.
Okay. So the only thing I thought of would be counter to what you were trying to do. So
Okay, sounds good.
Everything, yeah.
Got the 5.
Okay.
Not bad.
All right. So, people calm down. The ones who are trying to steal the consequences that the ones who are trying to steal it make a break for it, and push past your guards.
I want to shoot one. I'm gonna follow through on my threat.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, don't make a threat that you're not willing to follow through on. Otherwise, it's no good.
It sounds like a resistance then.
I guess it does. Yeah, that works. I'll take that. Prowess resistance.
I suppose so. Yeah.
I'm not protecting anyone, so nice.
Though. Cool. Yes. So you shoot one, and the others stop in their tracks.
I think it's real. I'm just picturing them like Pops I make my speech, and they're like forget this, and they like rush me, and just like in one action just like bring the gun up, and there's like silence, right? There's silence in the auction house as everyone's like, oh, he just shot that guy.
The auction house, like the person who took over for Nara, basically the auctioneer, just like shakes his head and says, "Commoners."
And I go, damn straight.
All right. So they're going to clean up
Brennan.
the body.
Brennan, check his pockets.
Brennan is just like 40% scab at this point, but he's like wrapping himself back up, like he's not out. Like he's just kind of like, you check their pockets.
And I presume you covered it up so that no one else is getting burned or anything.
Yeah.
Does someone actually want to check pockets then? If Brennan's not.
What is that? The system finesse? That is not my strong suit.
It's finesse if you want to do it in a way that you're not seen. If you want to do it and don't care about being seen, then I can just tell you what's in their pocket.
Let dead bodies lie.
I'm not gonna let good money go to waste. I hopped out off the stage and I'm gonna check his pockets, as like blatantly checking his pockets as I'm dragging him out of the way.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
I'll just clean this up.
Yeah.
Also, is he dead? Because that has implications in this
Oh,
setting. Or
yes,
is he
that's
just
true. No.
injured?
Yeah,
I
you
think
probably
he's just bleeding out.
Yeah, you
Okay.
probably
Okay,
shot,
okay,
him,
never
shot him in the
I did
leg
forget
or
about that.
something, right?
You
Yeah,
can still check the
absolutely.
pockets if you want.
Nah.
I think Pops will I'll turn to the other the other nobles who are with this guy and just say, get your friend out of here. I don't want him dying here. We don't need no warden interruptions.
Okay. Yeah. So he leans forward. He still intimidated by the gun and says, "Everex will remember this." And
Good.
to leave. Yeah, so everyone watches as they take the body out, and then some attendants come and clean up. And the auctioneer says, "Everyone ready to continue?"
So I have a suggestion for a new bidder.
Okay.
Do we summon Amarex and let him pay if he wants it? Avarax can bid.
I like it.
I just had a different idea, which is that it just occurred to me that like we learned that Avarax really doesn't like the starlight up this close. If we're just mad at Avarax, what we should do is uncover the star, summon Avarax, and boil him to death. And then, add Demon Slayer to our titles.
Maybe not in the middle of our auction.
Yeah.
I mean, like, Brennan is kind of like, it would be a bad idea to do this because it would ruin the auction, but, like, we're going to lose the star after the auction. Like, someone's going to... So, like, right now in Brennan's head, it's like, do I want a lot of money or do I want to kill this demon that like has done a lot of bad to our family? And he's really split. Anyone could push him over either edge, so he's not active at the moment.
Something that I think someone would consider is you're going to lose this star at the end of the auction, but the sea is full of stars.
And we are expert divers.
It's a lot of work to go get another star, though.
So I like the idea of getting Avarax in here as a bidder. Especially if we can convince him to swear some sort of demon oath to leave our family cavern alone in exchange for the star.
I do too. That's
And
great.
you know, if Skurlock can top that, I'm happy either way.
Yeah.
But let's let the bidding die down before we bring in our surprise guest.
Okay.
No, I like the idea that it's like, all right, if y'all want to play dirty, then we're gonna like bring in our surprise witness and like really make this auction like go right.
Yeah, go for it.
I think someone else would need to like propose this idea to Brennan. But
I think everybody who isn't on the stage is like in a huddle
yeah,
off stage.
yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
Would the demon need a body to get inside if it wanted to do some bidding?
Maybe not.
How do demons work?
There's only one way
I
to
thought
find
that was
out.
your area of expertise.
Or
Yeah,
is
right.
it like a in auctions you have like a telephone bidder, and we're just like,
Right.
just on the call to Avarax, he says he's gonna up that bid from off stage.
If only we had a
Oh.
bunch of Avarax cultists who
I
could
got
have
it,
taken
I got
care of that for us.
My bad.
So Brennan walks on stage and like in his full getup, right, and like goes up to and says like, "It seems very clear that there's another interested party here, as represented by these hooligans we've now seen out of the premises. But as the party, to my understanding, has very deep pockets, I think it's only fair to let him bid. So with all due respect, please welcome Avarax to the auction house." And I'll like hold up my like vial and like unplug the cork and like say the last words of the incantation.
Excellent. Okay. So the liquid in the vial has stopped bubbling, but now it begins.
I've got one hand on the sheet to just whip that a star right back into brightness if I need to, too, right? Like,
Yeah. So this ritual does not summon him. It's just like to communicate with him. is what we
right.
said
So
before.
we got him on the horn.
You got him on the line.
Yeah.
Right. So you unplug it, and the liquid immediately all comes out at once in like a vapor, and there's this cloud, like of ink black water, that begins to rumble, and says, "Why do you summon me here?"
I thought we're auctioning off this star. It seemed like you had a vested interest. I thought it was only fair to let you have the chance to bid, buddy.
What price were we up to?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'll tell him the price.
20 coin?
Yeah.
30?
Let's say 10 coin.
Low ball.
It's getting
We're getting
there. You're still early in the bidding.
Yeah.
And
What is?
huh?
Do I hear
I was-
lifting the curse from our family and stop desecrating our sacred burial grounds?
I was
Going
curious
once?
I was curious how Lord Skurlock reacted to a demon suddenly joining the bidding by telephone.
I think he laughs and is willing to continue.
Awesome.
What about
How's the Imperial Navy lab?
Yeah, they start like gathering around and panicking and like getting up in arms a bit.
Lots of tension in the auction.
Exactly.
Shall I try and calm them down?
Sure.
So, in the last session, Rory was possessed by a demon.
Mhm.
Kind of the going thing, and I took a skill from a different playbook, from the Crone Touched by Jumble Sail on itch.io, and that is the 1,000-year stare. Your eyes become clear as a glacier and rime-rimmed. When you command a character against their will, you may reveal a glimpse of the demon's true terrifying form to gain +1 against them. And I think Rory's just going to loom up to them.
Okay.
His eyes showing unfathomably deep demonic power beneath them. And he's going to command them to sit and be calm.
Okay.
And if I push myself, they dare not tell of the encounter.
Oh.
Wow.
Okay. That's quite a feat for like scientists, like who would want to write everything down and report on it. Okay. So, I think this is
A command?
command.
Yeah.
I think it's controlled standard.
Okay, and I get +1 dice for this
For pushing
the
yourself.
skill, and another one for pushing myself, I think.
Ooh,
Okay. That's a roll.
Yeah, it is a roll. But it's still 6. So yes, they all sit down and are quiet and kind of glare. And someone says, "Well, get on with it." Meanwhile, the demon up front is saying, "Fools, do you even know what this star does? What they're trying to do with it?"
Yeah.
No.
We kind of do. We know like 25% of what they're doing with it. Like,
Drown the world
Um,
eventually.
If I have, the voice says, "I have no need for this star except to keep it out of their hands," and the cloud kind of like whooshes over the crowd, basically.
And leaves or just?
No, like as
Okay.
as if
Hang
as
on.
in motion.
Everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
I say, well, if you want to keep it out of their hands, then you better bid high.
All right. So I think
We'd sure like to keep the cavern where we keep all of our family's bodies out of your hands, so, maybe we can have a bargain here.
Yeah, the voice says, "Soon there will be plenty of caverns all over for you to keep your bodies. If you're still alive to."
I'm just saying that sounds like a
handle them.
lower bid than 10 coin.
Voice says, "Fine. What do you want? What else do you want?"
Might I offer a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
As part of this, we're all kind of involved in getting this auction going. Could we do a family consort role here, or something like that? Like something led by a consort role led by one of our family to kind of like get this auction moving.
I'm a lot better at command. Anyone else feeling commandy?
Nara, is Nara good at consorting?
I am okay,
Okay.
and I might be able to reasonably get a little bonus on that from an ability.
I think we should do that. I think consorting feels nice here. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
Like trying to kind of like change the mood and get the ball rolling is kind of my thought.
Yeah.
I will lead it. I'll volunteer to
Mhm.
lead it and take that stress. That feels like the kind of thing that Pops would do. Like there's some crosstalk and chatter, and Pops just kind of steps to the front, up, like pushes the staff from the auctioneer aside, from the auction house aside, and steps up to the lectern.
Mhm.
All right, everyone settle down.
Okay, that sounds good. I think that'll be a good way to kind of pull in all the bidding into one kind of as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Beautiful.
yeah. All right. So this, I'm going to say it's desperate because there are too many people you could piss off.
Perfect.
But great because you've gotten all this set up and you've got people to sit down and pay
And it
attention.
is also the case that for any other individual's perspective, there are too many people here they could piss off.
Also true.
Right.
I will not be participating in this role, by the way. Brennan will not be helping.
Okay.
Interesting.
Uh,
I am going to argue for an ability
Okay.
as
Yeah.
I return to the stage, but I just am going to glower and
Mhm.
like try and keep things calm. I have intense gaze. Due to eldritch exposure or hard-won experience, you've learned to communicate with only a glance and to read the body language of those who march to a different beat. You gain +1d to consort when you speak with outcasts, misfits, and the voiceless. I am thinking of the demon specifically as an outcast, and maybe Lord Skurlock secretly as well, since I know a little bit of metagaming about what he
Sure.
is, etc. But also the rabble that's like the bodyguards and that kind of stuff is who I'm trying to get from attacking us.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, and you gain potency when communicating with demons.
Oh well, there you go. Perfect.
Is that enough to kick it up to extreme effect?
Um.
you could trade a position and effect down to
Yeah.
risky great with
True.
that, right?
And then make a great effect.
I think the idea of like, hey, people see you successfully communicating, like consorting with a demon, and are sort of like less likely to like to
Yeah,
start some
that's
shit,
true.
like makes sense.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that makes sense. So if that's all right with you, then yeah. So, or risky, great.
Excellent. And then I will also push myself for an extra die here.
Okay.
I'd like to assist Pops.
Well, this is a group action, I think.
Yeah, but so I'm standing out of it, and then I'm gonna assist instead of
Oh, okay.
joining in
Sure.
because I've got 0.
Right.
So I'll just pay a stress for that.
Okay.
I'll do that for Nara actually.
Ooh.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm gonna roll, even though I'm bad at this.
Yes.
I will push myself. I will take the assist and push myself for the 2 bonus dice.
All right.
All right, ready?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Already
we're
rolling.
ready.
There we
Sixes
go.
all around.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Ooh, okay, one failure. So it's only 1 stress.
Okay. I'll
So,
take that.
I should maybe have asked beforehand. With a 6, how do you want this to,
Right.
like, who do you want to win, and what do you want the results to be?
As high a price as possible.
Do you want, like, Azrax doesn't have much in terms of money to give you.
Yeah,
Um,
I
so-
have
there-
a
He has,
beat.
he
I'm
has
imagining.
noble worshippers. They could do a whip around.
I have a beat I'm imagining where someone is like 12 coin, and Avarax is like, I promise not to curse your family cave anymore or mess with it, and someone else is like 15 coin.
Exactly.
The soul of your mother.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm like,
20
oh,
coin.
yeah, do I hear 22 coin?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes. So with a 6,
Can I
I'll
make
leave it up
a
to you.
proposal for? Can I make a proposal for Avarax's bid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the crew special abilities, there is amphibious.
Mm-hmm.
Could he offer to make us all into amphibious,
Oh. Yes.
water-breathing creatures?
Would that be the amphibious upgrade or the breathless upgrade? Where you can breathe underwater.
Why not both?
Why not both?
I mean, listen, it's got to be worth like 15 coin or something, right? Like that's kind of what this price was
At
getting
least.
up to. Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
So amphibious, breathless, and leave our family cave alone. I think that's the winning bid.
That works for me.
Although, speaking of kicking him out of our family cave, does anyone know how to make binding pacts with demons, or are we just gonna take his word?
That's a great question. I have no idea.
Yeah, someone needs to quick take Ghost Pact.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. All right, so I think.
Ghost
Sure.
contract.
This is
We can
ally
summon.
who
We can summon.
she who
the-
is with.
Yes. To seal the pact.
Oh,
If you
use
would
a
like.
use a demon to
Yeah.
seal our pact with another demon. That's cool.
I figured we do that after the bidding.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So, sure, you are now breathless and amphibious. So, what happens?
Well, hold on. I'm really curious as we're sort of working all this out with him, like how everyone else in the room is reacting. Brennan as an individual is not 100% sold here.
So,
And we get to keep the star.
no, because he wants this. This is an exchange.
Well,
for the star.
he wanted to keep it out of their hands.
Yeah, but as long as you have it, there's a chance that it could get stolen from you.
Yeah.
All right.
So, what was I saying? Yes. So the Lord Skurlock knows that he does, or starts interspersing like 20 coin and like official titles in my manner and that kind of thing. Because he's catching on that you're not just in it for coin.
Right.
Job for Rauiri.
Titles sound pretty good, actually. Like,
Yeah.
like you can be a captain if you've got a title.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean, like a real ship, not a like
Right.
Hey,
trawler. I mean, no offense, Dad, but
nothing's wrong with our boat.
Is it time to break out the PvP rules?
So, I just want to throw. What about the Imperial military?
Yeah, the
They
lab.
keep bidding for a little bit and then they stop because they know that they can't really keep up.
Yeah, but they're probably still just like here. Like this is a very interesting place to be in the city right now. So I imagine they're not. going
That's
anywhere.
true. But also they're too intimidated to like storm out or
Yeah.
anything like that.
So Brennan's ideal outcome here would be like trying to summon and bind Avarax long enough to actually kill him because Brennan's just pissed at this dude and doesn't like him. So
That's an interesting idea, actually.
So I am curious how you as other players feel about Brennan trying to make that happen before Brennan goes and tries to make that happen.
I even like the idea that maybe that's the outcome, is we're essentially tricking this demon into appearing
I like
to
that.
make this pact, and then we kill him.
Yeah,
Sure.
As long as we can then give the star to Skurlock,
for 20
I
coin.
think that's perfect.
Oh,
yeah.
this
That's
is gonna go
amazing.
great. We
Yeah,
best
yeah.
of both worlds.
That's the plan. That was our
Okay.
plan all along.
That
to be
was our
honest.
plan all along. We exchanged a
we
series of knowing
talked-
glances and got there. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Can somebody flashback and tell Skurlock's servant so that he knows to be on our side?
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That sounds like a job for Rory for sure.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah. This
Yep.
whole
Okay.
thing was a setup just to get Avarax here so we could burn him out with a star.
All right.
Probably bring she who
Who
something
feeds the
in the void. Feeds the void. That's the one. In on the plan too.
Can I spend 2 stress to do it in Skurlock Manor?
I think it would be 3 stress, but yes, you can.
Okay, thanks. I'll do it.
Yes. So Skurlock is now in on it and playing along. Knowing that in the end he's going to get the star.
Yeah.
That part where he had his own people reveal the stone to burn him. Was really brilliant.
It's brilliant.
Well, those people weren't part of the plan. Like, those people are Avarax plan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So
So,
we
someone
summon
bangs the
she.
gavel, and the bidding ends. And Skurlock stands up and says, "Well, since you have no corporeal form for which me to shake your hand, I bid you adieu." And his group leaves, like to wait outside.
Yeah.
And everyone starts filing out.
Well, we have to wait. Don't they want to witness it when this demon shows up and makes a contract with us?
Well, I don't think
Don't you?
Sherlock wants to be in the blast radius when we open the star.
I was going to
up
say,
again.
no, it's clearly no one wants to be here when two demons show up at this place.
Exactly. I think people are like, demons are coming. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I think the auctioneer comes to you and says, "If you're planning on summoning a demon, could I please ask you to use our back room instead?"
Brennan is like,
It's more
we
easy
paid
to
our
clean.
security deposit. Get out of here.
Yes, exactly.
That won't help.
I think it's not really within your control where he comes, though, and the mist begins to coalesce into a form, and like shadows that like begin to gather on the floor and coalesce into like mind-bending demonic form. The like air becomes humid and wet, and like the form passes before all of you, and you can like feel your bodies start to change. Unless you wanted to interrupt before he actually gives you the. Okay.
Might as well get paid twice.
Is anyone like not in on getting transformed by a demon? No? Okay.
I mean, we already like our family's tradition is like making a deal with the demon
Yeah.
already, right? So this is
Demon
just
cultist for life.
Yeah, logical next step.
So
All right, Brennan's in. If everyone else is in, if everyone else is jumping off the cliff, Brennan's not going to get left out.
Okay.
That's how family do.
Right. So even just the slightest brush of the demon's essence, and you can feel yourself starting to change, and it like pain wrecks through your body, and your fingers start to bleed as webbed like membranes collect in the gaps, and you start choking for a second before you can breathe regular air again, and you feel that you have gills. And you look at each other, and you all look slightly scaly and inhuman.
Brennan's still like, it is like weird mummy outfit though, so like.
Yeah, right. No one can tell. Yeah.
Can I do a flashback to make sure we've all got Taika Rosie passports ready?
Sure.
Because looking a little bit demonic is not too bad around here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want. Or you can plan to do it on your next downtime or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the change kind of consumes you all, and you like your vision starts to blur. But you like this is the time basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
so
but-
do we
Yeah.
need to subdue this demon first before we take it out?
I think we would do Star first, then kill him.
Yeah, that sounds right. Like, because is the star our demon killing weapon or our stun ray?
Yeah, I think it makes him vulnerable.
Yeah.
Yeah. At what point are you summoning She Who Feeds the Void as well?
Is she? What kind of demon is she who feeds the void?
They are both sea demons.
They're both sea demons, so it is possible we would have checked with her ahead of time, presumably, about whether this star is gonna, mess her up. Yeah.
I assume it would, right?
Let's just assume it would. So I think
Yeah.
what we do is just pull up like the plan here is like pull out the star and then flashback to like have a weapon that she gave us ahead of time, and then like
No, I've got you covered.
Oh, okay, great, Nara.
That same arcane crystal shard I flashed before.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's the thing
Heck
that's
yeah.
gonna like maybe I'm gonna try and use it to distract or stun or whatever Azrax, whatever his
Okay.
name is.
Yeah. We keep
Yeah.
changing the second letter.
Mhm.
That's part of the cult.
He has many names.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right.
So in that case, I'm happy to do some attuning.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Okay.
Would someone like to join me in that?
Oh yeah,
Or-
I will 100% group action this.
Oh,
with
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Group
Some
action.
sibling attune.
Oh, hey,
Or-
I have.
The power of siblings.
This
Yeah,
sounds
exactly.
like- this sounds like a setup action, and the new upgrade that I gave you, when you perform a setup action that targets opponent, you get +1 effect and improved position, and it cannot hide.
Beautiful.
Nice. I have a dot and a tune. I'll jump in on this group action. And I think what that looks like is you all start, and Pops has never been good at the ghost stuff, the occult stuff before, right? And he's been picking up a little bit, especially now that his whole family's back together. And so you start with the attune, and Pops comes in to kind of everyone's mild surprise that he's actually, like, he's never joined in on this kind of work before.
I have a fun question to Francis and Sam for this role.
Mm-hmm.
Do you each have an item that would be appropriate here as well to like bring in on this role?
Yeah, I have a creepy doll.
I have
yeah.
a fine concertina.
Ah,
Because I think Rory's have said that his relationship with Ghostman, the Ghost World, is very musical. It's very oral, so it needs this sort of musical component.
Yeah.
Nice.
I think I might actually have a few of my newts with me.
Okay.
And the newts, I think part of the reason that I take care of them is that they are I've like trained the newts to be like my like spirit vials, so they can like hold, I can like imprison ghosts in the newts, and that I can imagine that being relevant here.
Right.
Newts are actually 50% in the ghost field already. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What? Okay. I thought that was from the book. I was thinking, really?
And that's real life. That's on Wikipedia.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Where do you think John Harper got the idea? All right,
Right.
Justin, did you have a place you were taking that?
yeah. I will lead this. I like the idea that I hold up the crystal, and it's the whole reason I retrieved it in the first place was for demon binding or something like that per se. Let's say. And then you both can come in and add to this essentially like a ritual that we're doing
Right.
in this moment. I'm happy to lead this.
I definitely would. I have this makes more sense than weird newt garbage. The piece of she who whatever the piece of her crystal that I took. I have.
Oh,
we can use that as like an opposing weapon. Yeah.
And Pops, he like kind of puts a hand on maybe Nara's shoulder, and no one can see this, but the talisman he's using is a symbol of the Church of the Ecstasy of the Flesh that he's keeping. He has it in his pocket, and he has his left hand on your shoulder and his right hand in his pocket holding this symbol.
So Jacob, with all of that beautifully described gear, what is their position effect here?
Oh, it sounds like Desperate Great, or maybe even Desperate Extreme. Well, no, sorry, this is the setup action. So the setup action is Desperate Great. And then, well, I guess this will wrap up into the whole thing. I guess if you're doing it as a group action.
I was going to
say.
Yeah. So this whole thing then is Desperate Extreme.
Beautiful.
I have a Devil's Bargain. That he has a death throw.
Let's take it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got a plan.
Who's
Only
gonna
one
take?
of us needs to say yes.
Who's gonna take the die there? Probably Nara.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'm leading.
Okay.
I'm ready to roll.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I didn't even need to give that Devil's Bargain. Okay. Was
Was Rory
one
getting
more.
in here too?
Okay.
Oof.
So I'm gonna
Alright.
I'm gonna take 2 stress.
Yep. And then you get a 5 is the highest.
Yeah.
So yes.
So we all suffer a consequence.
Yeah. So I'm going to wrap the consequence and the Devil's Bargain kind of into one. You channel your family's energy, which is imbued with the power of She Who Feeds the Void, and ensnare the demon. Is this also when you're pulling off the star?
We
You'd
do
say
the.
that's
I
part of it?
imagine, yeah, it's we ensnare and then pull off the blanket on the star.
You ensnare and pull it off, and so part of the consequence is that in the demon's presence, the star shines more brightly. So you all take level 2 harm, burned. And then there's a roar that echoes and shakes all of Duskfall. And this is not an everyday occurrence that a demon is captured and destroyed. And he says, "You will regret this. My time has finally come." And kind of starts to burn and gets pulled into the star, like all in one, in like a million little fragments. And the star dims for a second and then grows bright again. And you can hear, now that it's silent, the rushing of water outside as the tides come in and the sea level rises. And you are lucky that you're amphibious. Yes, the city begins
Beautiful.
to panic. And this sounds like a great time for payoff. So
Do we want to actually call that like go to break there?
yeah, that's a great place for break.
Yeah.
The actual payoff is meeting up with Lord Scarelock at the end, but that is the perfect time for break. And we'll wrap up the last hour with what you do with this consequence. Can you save Duskwall? Do you want to save Duskwall?
Awesome.
Sweet.
All right.
All right.
All right.
We'll see everyone in 5 to 10 minutes. So